on in, as we have spawning down to the bottom left-hand corner as our blue Protoss. It is XMG Lilbow. And up to the top right, we have our red Terran. It's Millennium's Forgg.
Forgg getting mad!
Oh, he's going to get mad. Oh, he is. And he has to play only Protoss in this entire group now.
Imagine if he made a YouTube video right now. He's like, hello, this is Forgg. Welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm about to play Lilbow, and I am very angry.
It's so funny when he releases those videos. I was like, oh, he's starting a YouTube channel. Cool. And then he was like, hello, this is my interview with Stardust. And something. I was like, oh,
it's really good. It's really funny. He started up a YouTube channel recently. I think he's changed it to, I don't know, he's changed it. It used to be like OGS 4GG, but I think it might be MilGG or just 4GG, but he started up a YouTube channel, and it is funny. He's trying to make these little vlogs. There was one from the Intellectual Masters Cologne where he just played, and it was like hotel, walk, and ducks. And he's actually just looking over into the river and filming ducks.
It's so good.
It is funny.
I like that. Oh, Forgg. He's brilliant. He's been in Germany a bit, actually, I think, recently. Here, actually chilling out in Germany, sitting around.
Cool.
Yeah, so he seems to be enjoying Germany and the fruits it has to offer. As for now, we are going to get into this, and we're going to see what he's going to be able to. I am scared for Lilbow, man. I'm scared for Lilbow. This is a Forgg on the rampage.
And he's already started his campaign for the global finals. Quite strong already this year, Forgg. He's 6th in the World Championship Series ranking currently, with a top 4 finish at the Aces ROG already. And then on top of that, he was able to grab a couple of extra points from his 9th to 12th place finish in the Industry Masters Cologne. So 2 pretty good starts in tournaments. Hasn't busted super early, but was kept away in the Industry Masters, I think, from showing his true form as he lost versus Liquid Hero 0-4, who eventually went on to win the entire tournament.
That was a bit crushing for him. I expected Forgg to do better again in that, but Hero really showed some amazing aggressive form. And was able to, well, prevail in the grandest of situations, including the final.
Well, Lilbow here has decided to go for a scout. He sacrificed a bit of money, bit of income to go for a probe scout, as he wanted to find out whether this could have been Command Center first. It may have affected his decisions coming into the next part of this game now, but he saw the Reaper and is just going to throw down his expansion, obviously going up for this Mothership core, followed by the Stalker shortly, just how Baby Knight played earlier on, but a little bit slower because of the probe going out and scouting for him. But at least he knows where his opponent is, what his opening was, and now, through knowing that it's a Reaper expand already, he can start to think about the follow-up already. Factory or barracks?
It is indeed going to be the barracks, factory here from Forgg, as with this Lilbow now. Where is his Stalker? There it is. All right. So he's lining everything up okay, and just throwing back into that second gas here, just to get himself propelled on forwards. But he has to be careful, because Forgg is on the way with a Reaper. Yeah,
and he will be shortly on the way with Widowmines as well. But that's going to be kept quite out of vision range for Lilbow, who has no way to scout that out yet. The only way he could scout that out is if he sent the Mothership core on a mission onto the other side of the map.
And that's a far away spot.
And he may be going for it. Yeah, looks like he wants to know.
For great glory.
Must travel long distance. Twilight Council throwing down anyway, by the way. So he's going to play a Blink opening.
Ooh.
Could be DTs. You know, don't just jump the gun here.
Yeah, we already had that just before.
But yeah.
Thanks, Baby Knight.
Is Blink, most likely. It's not the best of maps for Blink. There's only really one area to jump into the main base. It's quite easily covered with a bunker. And then, of course, the natural can be covered too. I wonder what the Reaper's going to spot, though.
He's going to jump in, and this Stalker's already going to try and shoo him away, but Lilbow's not active about shooing it away, and it does spot the Twilight Council in the end.
As it finishes.
Yeah, a little bit brutal there.
Doesn't know what it is. Sees the 2 gateways. Can assume it's Blink, and there we do have that being made. So now this Widowmine drop, I wonder if he'll still go for it. He may just send one and keep one back at home to defend, you know, instead of sending both.
Yeah.
He knows this is Blink, and the Stalker's moving out. Mothership core!
Ah! No. Phew.
But still, that's energy gone.
Yeah.
It's all the way on the other side of the map. And is he going to... Yeah, he pulls out.
I mean, he was looking to
Always
see...
pull out.
He was looking to see what was going on with this tech, and he saw it in the end, but you still got that grin on your face.
Hey, I'm not grinning.
No? Oh, okay.
Oh, straight face.
Okay. Well, it drops on the way. Drops on the way. As Widowmine's inbound, Sean. Inbound.
Yeah, both of them too.
Yeah.
Probe's going to build a pylon anyway. He's still adding on more Stalkers, but with the Forge coming in, the usual follow-up is armor, I suppose. But at least he's still the factory.
Yeah.
You know, at least he's still the factory, so he can add on the cannons.
That's certainly true. But he's still like only 3 gateways. He's really not going to put on too much pressure. He's back at home. This pylon's really not going to do much.
Could
not
get probes good if he doesn't pull his Stalkers. I mean, pull his probes.
And
where's the Widowmine?
Where was that Widowmine?
Oh, there it is. Hidden behind the pylon. Sexy, but
yeah.
not going to work.
And yeah, so only 2 workers killed so far. Next Widowmine detonates and then runs away and dies. So not the most amazing, and that one does die after a cannon as well.
Yeah. He doesn't see any follow tech here, and has added on a tank to make sure he doesn't die to Stalkers from this position. The Forge was added on, I thought, for potential upgrades, but it was just for the cannons, for protect himself. But the gateway attack's going to continue on. But this time, it's a lot less likely to work here. The Stalkers have come a little later. We've seen Forgg go untouched so far in this game. There's a tank out and about to be another one, and there's quite a few Marines already.
Yeah, he spots this, and he's just going to pull off and try and repair that bunker as quickly as he can do, which will certainly happen for SCV.
This is nice, though, picking off the SCVs. Tank is going to be on the high ground now, which will help out a lot. But where's that mothership core?
Has to be careful about where he positions that tank close to there,
this
though.
is 2 tanks, though.
Yeah, the second one certainly helps out a lot.
He's going to stop now, and he's got Zealot charge and armor coming in.
He'll see this tank on that location, and he'll try and exploit it, but he does still have to be careful with that second tank.
He's going to try and kill it off.
Yeah, this is, but...
That's nice.
He loses, yeah, he killed it. He loses quite a few Stalkers, though, and he lost the mothership core.
Okay, this is 100% over now. And Forgg knows that too. Picks up immediately from the medevac. Oh, I thought he was going to send a drop, maybe.
It was looking pretty epic, and then it was anticlimactic.
He's like mothership core down, guys, in and go. Like that kind of military standard, but no.
To the natural.
He's like, quick. Kill the mothership door. Go to the natural. And it stopped.
They were like getting ready and everything, and then
So the state of the game right now, I would say that Forgg is in a pretty good spot.
Yeah.
Though it's kind of still balanced between the two.
And look where this is going, Sean. This is going into Templar Archives charge, Zealot Archon attack.
Not necessarily. 8 gateways is really needed to really use Zealots properly. Because there's going to be an attack soon, and just off 5 or 6 gateways, imagine you warp in 5 or 6 Zealots, then they die really fast, and you're like, come on,
I need more.
Come on, more gateways. So that's the kind of that is the feeling the Protoss player will have in this regard if he doesn't have the right amount of gateways. So he's gone up to a very high gateway count so that he can, when he uses that first 500, 600 minerals, can be like, come on, okay, 3 more gateways, go, and then warp in units all the time. So it's just to make sure he can. Excuse me, that kind of attacked me. Just make sure he's defended and fine. And he will go +2 armor, I'd imagine. Oh, no, +1 attack. +1 attack's interesting. It could mean that he is going to be aggressive with this after he defends potentially. But still, I would expect a 3rd base. It's very weird if he doesn't. Yeah,
got to keep the Stalkers alive as well. The medevacs boost forwards. Some reason to try and hunt down the Stalkers, because now they leave themselves vulnerable, and they will get one.
Nice pick off.
And that was because they were at the front there. I was a little bit suspect as to why they were moving forward.
At this point, though, Lilbow's preparing to fight this. And if he prepares well enough, and Storm is done, by the way, with a good Storm, he actually beats this army quite easily. Let's see if he can make that work, though. Time Warp and Storm could be so sick.
It certainly could be, and he has the capability. He doesn't see the high Templars.
Oh, there it is.
Get out! Oh, that's a really nice storm. And he blinks forwards. He could pick off that tank as well. He gets the Storm on the retreat out. But look at that. Just like that, in the blink of an eye, or in the blink of a Stalker, Lilbow takes a supply advantage. That was really well played.
Oh, there's medevac. There's blink ready.
Oh,
blink is ready.
Okay, this is... No. I mean, I could attest to this, because my Terran is balls. So, yeah.
Yeah, that's funny, because you got people like Classic who played Pro League as Terran, and were like, no way am I using this race. and then you got Lilbow, who's like, I can't beat Gold League Protoss players, man.
They keep killing me.
Let me switch. And switched, and there it was, the day he switched.
The day he switched. Sick. All right, okay, so spawning up to the north, we have our blue Protoss. Currently 1 game up. He is Lilbow from XMG. And down to the south, we have our red Terran on the verge of elimination in last place. In this group, if this happens, then all hell is going to break loose. it is Millennium for GG.
I think Reapers.
I think we might not even get to Reapers. Oh, wait. Nope. Oh, stabilized.
Why wouldn't we get to Reapers, Colaris?
There may be one or two slight issues. All right. Well, for now, things are going to keep going. I think Reaper. Yeah, Reaper's cool. Reaper's nice. Go Reaper. Well, this is already positioned for Reaper. Reaper's on this map not too bad to scout out extremities, I feel, but not as easy to get in, right?
Yeah, I mean, I'm surprised that we haven't seen the thing that's become quite important, you could say, from Protoss players, is the wall-off from the Protoss player, which is the pylon's in the right place, but the gateway could have been on the higher point of the pylon.
Oh, yeah.
To make a wall with the assimilator, and then a pylon up that assimilator, and then the cyber core to make a wall. Because that line that you're drawing there, excuse me, I got hiccups, prevents the Reaper from going in at that north point of the Protoss base.
But this is kind of late, right?
Yeah, this is not a Reaper.
Yeah.
This is with a later gas at this point. It is most likely just going to be it's like a reactor opening usually from this point. It's like a Reaper, or I mean, 1 Marine, 2 Marine into reactor, then a command center. Could play into a factory for sure from this, but it's just that he's able to tech up, not as fast as you would with a Reaper to not use a Reaper, but still have a decently timed command center. It's mostly a TVT build, this.
Well, Lilbow, what are you going to get up to is the big question from here. He's already throwing into gas. He's only got 2 in his first one, just rallying into his second one as well. So it's not exactly the most extreme of gas incomes.
Yeah. 2-2's fine. It's fine.
Yeah.
It's very similar to just the 1 gateway expand with 3 in gas, just a little bit more gas. Zealot pops are not a cancel. They're just a Zealot. That's interesting. Just straight to Zealot.
He could have happily cancelled, but he does have to be a little bit careful. I think he's just, anticipating and greeting his opponent. But because right now he doesn't actually have a clue what Forggg's up to at all.
Isochrono versus Stalker. Is he building another Stalker? Zealot, Stalker, Stalker?
We'll have to see. No.
What is he?
He's snuck out with a probe,
no,
and it goes to the
expand.
Nexus.
So, yeah, and, I mean, just kind of slowly, patiently just looking and reading into that a little bit more. But I wonder what he's going to do now from this point with his gas. He's got 3-3 in gas. Could easily throw down Twilight, Stargate. But Forggg's build's starting to take shape now. It is the react into the fast command center into the factory.
So from here on out, we could quite happily see, well, he doesn't take the second guess there at all, so could just switch these over and get his Widow Mines out again and keep going on with Starport and etc. But as
here it comes.
Lilbow.
It's a star. No. Okay, I thought it was. He had 150 gas.
So this one could be a Dark Shrine.
Yeah?
Could be Blink. Could be...
Blink's pretty good on this map.
It's so irritating now to read into it because of how they cost exactly the same.
Yeah, it could be Blink, it could be DTs. It depends on how he's feeling this series out. Yeah. I think that was quite a successful game from him just with Blink, so I would say Blink. There's no reason to switch up majorly like that after such a successful game, even though he didn't do a lot with Blink. He pokes in as the scout, using the Mothership core, sees the factory again. So I suppose if he's just going to follow trends, he'll throw down the Forge with the cannons.
Yeah. And the thing is that because the Marines weren't in an amazing position to hunt that down as well in this game, he doesn't really get too much damage done with it. So if he does go for Blink, which he is doing, and he drops the scan and sees it instantly, the Mothership core is at least going to be a little more helpful in his push if he wants to go for it, compared to last game.
Yeah, remember the Mothership core had to recall. Imagine if he didn't have to do that this game.
Yep.
There's the Forge for the cannons. Command Center is going to go down to low ground. He's got quite a few Marines here. Quite a few already with the reactor down nice and early in this game, skipping the Reaper, just scanning, using the SCV Scout. Nice little addition. So actually improves his overall army through not using a Reaper earlier on. And then switches over to the tank. So it's just a better setup here from Forgg, just a little bit better than it was last game. He's got more Marines out, basically. Ooh. And double mine and Marine. He's going to test the waters again. That didn't really do too much last game, remember?
Yeah, only got 3 kills.
Yep, see what he does this time. But tank production starting. This is a similar map to Frost in terms of the defense versus Blink.
I mean, one could argue that he did force cannons in the mineral lines, but if those are always great for later on uses as well against
he's not
drops.
going Blink, by the way. I mean, yeah, the cannons are good anyway here. Yeah. He has to get them, but he's not going for a Blink play. I mean, he is, but he's not. He's not being aggressive with it.
Yeah.
He's got +1 attack, double gases.
And there was no probe sent out as well.
So he'll probably throw down the Robo pretty fast, I imagine, unless he goes crazy with gateways. That Widow Mine!
Ah!
Oh, nice pull.
Oh!
Even better pickup.
Sick. Better pickups than the previous ones. Well, anyway. So he's actually can just warp it a few more units actually if he wants to. Maybe a few Starcraft.
Forgg sees the gas is quite fast here.
Yeah, so he knows.
And is like already expecting this not to be the blink play, obviously, because his opponent's not out on the map.
This is...
Yeah, Templar Archives comes in, so he's going to skip detection overall in this game. With throwing down the Templar Archives pretty fast here with Zealot Charge. As you can see, he's just going up towards Templar quite early. It definitely could be now, you ask, if this is a 2-base. It definitely could be.
But this is a cool containment tactic that we're seeing from Forgg, since he knows his opponent is very unlikely to have mobile detection. Yeah. So these 2 Widow Mines are an annoyance.
He's going up to 7 gateways. Storm has started.
It's time again.
Yeah. He doesn't need to attack from this, but he may. Anyway, Forgg has like got his barracks just now on the Tech Lab and Combat Shield. And what we could end up seeing is that happens with sometimes from Protoss players is they do like to try to hit you with a counterattack after Widow Mines are unsuccessful. Because Stim and Combat Shields are so late. So
yeah,
maybe he aims down that, but we'll see.
Well, there's 8 gateways out right now. And he's still, again, being very, very active about chrono boosting this storm. He was doing it before, but the point is that it's coming out quickly. It really is. And then from there, Forgg has to be careful once again. His army supply is 42 to 28, but Storm can change that. Ooh, there's a Robo.
Yeah, he's not going to attack. He should look to take a 3rd base from this point. But Forgg has got to be very careful. Throughout today, he's moved out and got beaten up by an attack and has just died. And that happened just now. So he's got to be very, very careful about this. Seeing a probe on the right-hand side there is usually an indication of his opponent wanting to take a 3rd. And he scans the main and sees a lot of gateways and another one finishing up. An attack upgrade on the Forge. He's building bunkers. He thinks this is an attack.
Yeah.
I think this is going to be a 3rd with the Robo, which he didn't see, by the way. That's a crucial structure he missed.
And
there is a probe all the way down to the bottom right here. Yeah. If we see an attack come out from Lilbow, Forgg's ready, like quite ready.
I guess, you know, the Robo here with the Observer coming out, that's certainly going to allow him out at least. So he could quite happily go for this.
Yeah, he's expanding from this, I think, because he's just got too many probes. His army scout slow. He's not over there aggressively with his upgrades complete. But the bunkers in this position is fine. You can salvage. He's got a command center in the wall as well.
Yeah, he's still making it look like an attack, I guess, from here. Once he cleans up those Widow Mines, that leaves uncertainty in the mind of Forgg. But he is going for a drop down to the left-hand side here.
He's expecting his opponent to move out now for an attack potentially, and has got set up a counterattack.
Yeah. And he's also moving over here with another medevac as well. So this is really keeping his opponent back.
3 medevacs, 1 on the natural, 2 in the main.
This is a good play here from Forgg so far in game number 2. One thing's for sure, he's not messing around now.
No.
This is his tournament life on the line, and he's going to take this very seriously.
All right, he's waiting. He's not going to send in his units on on a Protoss who's got 2 bases.
Pylons
so
everywhere.
Easy to defend. Yeah, counterattack pylons, scouting pylons. They're going to spot drops. They're going to counterattack. Good usage here. Good start from Lilbow, though. Good start. He's up 1-0 in this series. He's played this out quite well. Forgg has not decided to add on a Ghost Academy yet. He doesn't really like to do that. He actually plays a style with Hellbats that we haven't actually seen today. He's just played a very Marauder Marine heavy.
He's hardly got a chance to really show us that today, unfortunately, for him.
A big movement with the Warp Prism down bottom. If this lands in the SCV line with the Storm that it has, the High Templar, he may even have 2 Storms and then an SCV load. I mean, a Zealot unload.
He's got so many High Templars with his main army. He's got 7. That's crazy. You're not going to break that anytime soon, but here we go. Storm!
1, and then the Zealots. Beautiful.
Yeah, very nicely done.
But here comes the counterattack drops. 1 in the natural, 2 in the main.
Triple-pronged aggression coming here from Forgg. How much is going to work? He actually cleans up quite a bit of it there. And, okay, that one gets cleaned up as well. And Storm's in the
main. He's got a Storm in the main. Storm's in the natural. Okay.
He does have a Storm.
He's concentrating in the middle, though. He's actually fighting. Yeah. He's actually just killed a lot of Forgg's army.
And, yeah, he took the supply lead once again after cleaning all of this up. This 1 High Templar could kill off those.
He's going to tell us to the dirty
Okay, this is scary.
So, once again, Forgg gets shut down. And he's lost quite a lot of units there. The Protoss 3rd base is up and running, and Forgg's is not. He's seen that. He knows that he has to take his 3rd. but also he knows that he just can't die to Zealots and Storm here. There's no Ghost Academy. It's pure units. He's adding in Hellbats to his composition a little bit here, and he's going for a massive drop. Wow. Because this is wow, because he's going for full Medivacs full of units.
Jeez.
If he lands it and does damage, great, but how is he meant to take a third?
Warp Prism in the main, also going to drop a few Zealots here. That's going to keep his opponent dancing for now. We have 3 High Templars in here, but that... Whoa,
and he salvaged all the bunkers. All his units are on the other side.
That Warp Prism is now very, very low in terms of health. It doesn't want to go anywhere near that missile turret. Okay, well, full Bone Blaze trade now. There's no way Forgg is going to turn around from this. He has to defend against all of these High Templars. Siege tanks have to get good shots off of them. Storm will go down on a lot of these SCVs.
The problem is there's the tank, which is a pain.
Yes.
He has to go up a ramp, which is a pain. He's losing all his infrastructure and gateways. So he only has this army on the left-hand side here. I think Forgg is fine. Even though he's lost his natural, he's losing all his tech, his forge, and gateways. Like, everything. So, and he can't attack up this ramp.
Lilbow's going to have to come back. And he doesn't have energy for recall.
If Forgg goes to take the fight, though, and get stormed.
Oh, got to be careful. Got to be very, very careful. He will get stormed quite heavily there for a second. But again, you're right. He's lost so much in the main.
He's got 2 gateways on the third and building 4 more.
He's making pylons everywhere. Storms are going to have to hold on here. It does catch quite a bit of that, and there's no energy on these medevacs to keep going.
And Forgg says, all right, I'll defend my main base. I'm going to drop you again.
Wait a minute. These are very, very low in terms of health, and there's no energy to actually heal them, and he's going to storm everything to death.
Great pickup. He saved so many of them. They would have died. And now there's a big drop towards his third, and there are no units here. And again, Lilbow cannot attack up that main base.
Absolutely.
And his units are there just doing nothing, because if he moves, then he lets Forgg expand. If he stays, and another big drop.
This is well played here by Forgg, really keeping Lilbow on his toes, keeping him on the ropes, and he's going to kill off this Nexus, which was vital to keep Lilbow's economy in check. And, well...
He's coming back to defend now, so Forgg will take his expansion again. Stop mining from 2 bases compared to 1. So overall, Forgg wins. These fights. Oh, nice.
Missed. Catch. Okay, so he can kill the rest of this off, actually.
Yeah, that was good.
But he can't kill that. It's too fast.
Yeah, he needs to be faster on expanding and building bunkers on his natural here, I think, from Forgg. He needs to be a bit sharper doing that. But of course, you know, he's working on double drops at the same times. Wow.
This is interesting.
Didn't expect that to be going down. He's got 3 command centers ready, remember. And, he doesn't want to lose too many units here.
Boost away! Okay.
Yeah, he saves all the units.
Yeah.
And he's still got a lot of units left. Army supply must be quite heavily in favor. 81 or 51.
Lilbow was a little bit unlucky there. He could have got one of the medevacs that did have full units worth, but he only got the one that didn't have any in, and now just re-expanding. He has still quite a few gateways down here, but very little. The thing is he can only warp in Zealots because he doesn't have a cybernetics core. So it's quite an odd spot that Lilbow finds himself in.
Yeah, and this has been played out really well from Forgg, I think. He's really played this weird and awkward scenario very well. And the best part about this is that you don't encounter these scenarios very often, so it was really on-the-fly decision-making that Forgg's got the upper hand with.
And pressing at both sides once again. A Storm does hit this army on the right-hand side and actually kills off quite a bit of it, but at the same time, the Storms need to land across all of this, but he splits up all of his units and Storms everywhere, but it's still not enough.
Yeah, it looks like Forgg is going to power through this for now. And he's got 2-3 bases up and running.
Okay, so he actually doesn't manage to kill all that off in the end.
But he lost every single High Templar, which means he no longer has splash damage. Only Zealots. Well, actually, does he have the Templar Archive still?
No.
No. I can't spend the gas. Yeah. If he made a lot of Archons, then maybe, but this next attack, I think, will kill him off.
It certainly could do. It's only +1 weapons against +2/1, which is actually quite a heavy upgrade favor of Lilbow. So the Zealots are going to be very, very difficult to kill. He needs to get Cybernetics core, he needs to get Templar Archives for all of this to work. He's just going to get kited to death in the end.
Yes, he is, Kalaris. Even though the upgrades are better here for Lilbow, he's at 2 armor and 1 attack. There are simply going to be too many reinforcements coming in.
Nice pickup. Keeps that siege tank alive. 55 army supply against 21. Unit counts 5 more to 7. Kill it! Hey.
That's what it feels like as a Terran player to kill an Archon. It actually feels like that. Trust me.
You actually have to kill it, otherwise it comes back with 300 shields again.
There's a lot of Zealots still, though.
Yeah, he's going to actually kill off that siege tank pretty quickly, and then probably kill off quite a bit of the army once again. It's the upgrades that are really helping out Lilbow here.
Yeah, he's doing really well, and his income's not terrible, of course.
He's done 54
He
workers.
has better income than his opponent. He actually has a better income, so he's going to be able to continue to keep warping in. And as much as it looks like Forgg felt like he keeps warping over,
you know,
it's got to be careful against all these zealots.
Yeah, if he'd have been more active about getting the cybernetics core and then up to tech, he could have actually done a lot against him because he could have had access to all that gas, as you mentioned.
He's going up to the Twilight Council now and trying to use the gas. If he actually gets to the gas,
he could
which
win
I
this.
didn't think he could.
Yeah. And again, the zealots just don't die. The zealots are just not dying.
Yeah, Forgg's like, why can't I kill Protoss? There's a counter-attack of 2 zealots down to the bottom left, stopping his income as well. And Lilbow's doing this, man.
He is. I can't believe it. I think that the Stalkers might have been better off actually focusing down these medevacs during these engagements because the zealots are just chasing him.
Forgg is dying.
He is.
Sure, he was powering through, and he probably felt the way that he was playing that he could keep going with that. But he's actually dying. He has got no money in his main base. He's got none in his natural. And with the access to the gas, which is only about 40 seconds away.
I can't believe how strong the economy. Look, I can't believe how strong this economy is.
Yeah, well, he's on 3 bases now.
It's crazy.
With this base, it established itself on the left-hand side, which Forgg was trying to stop.
Oh, geez. Lilbow is making this happen, guys. Lilbow is... there's the Templar Archives. Once this finishes up, then say hello to the flood of Archons.
The game's over. If he gets to Archons, which it looks like it's going to be, how can he stop it?
I mean, he could have High Templars as well if he wanted to, because he's researched Storm, so he's okay. This is...
Yeah, I think you just go for Archons at this point.
Yeah, and just push through.
You just go for the kill.
Like, the upgrades are on the way for Forgg, but they're just too late.
It looks like he's going to keep the High Templar. Jesus, 8 High Templar just like that.
Yeah.
Forgg, man.
He's actually dead. He's actually going to finish last in the crew. I cannot believe it.
This isn't the first time that this has happened to Forgg.
Yeah, that's true.
If you think about his run in Premier League, he got round of 32 in Season 2 as well. After that stunning performance where he went to Korea and played in the Season 1 finals.
He knows that that's being dropped, but like, there's nothing to actually kill in the main.
I guess he could swing around. But there's Blink Stalkers that are ready to intercept this, and of course they have to go over the high ground. All right, so here comes the Blink. He'll just jump in, I guess.
Yeah, I guess so.
Well, maybe it's a little bit dangerous if he does that.
But he was waiting for the retreat out as well.
So. Can the Hellbats do justice or not?
I don't think so. I don't know. I don't think so. This is going to be difficult.
Yeah, and he sees the Templar Archives there.
He kills it off. That's nice.
Yeah. All right, Forgg's got a lot of work cut out. A lot of work.
Blinks forwards, kills off medevacs if he can, and trying to micro those back, but as long as those die, then he can actually deal with the rest of this army. Meanwhile, though, he's pushing onto this 3rd base. This is the best opportunity to shut down some of his opponent's income, but Stormadoo didn't really land too well. And nor did those, but he doesn't. He has just too many storms. Too many storms are here, available to Lilbow. The army's going to crush through. The Nexus will fall, but there's still too much army. 67 army supply to 61.
Lilbow's making it work, man. He's at 126 supply to compare to 18. He's going to go for a counterattack, which would put him in the final game of the evening in a group that nobody thought he could even get above 4th place. Well, okay, maybe a couple of people, but not a lot of people.
Certainly XMG.
Certainly XMG.
Certainly Todd.
But not a lot of people.
And those zealots are just going to power on through. 2 next side behind this. Lilbow knows he's in a great spot as he looks to kill off this remaining position. He even has Dark Templar in the mix.
And this is crazy. This is absolutely insane that he's going to knock Forgg out 2-0.
Forgg, a person who we expected to take 1st place in this group.
Vortex wanted to stay away from Forgg in the round of 16.
Well, he got his wish.
Yeah, he got his wish. I think a lot of people got their wish, staying away from Forgg, who has not broken the round of 32. He got a top 4 finish at the start of the year at Aces ROG, got a 9-12th at Cologne, but only a group stage finish today.
He doesn't even have much energy to even throw down a scan to catch these Dark Templars. Never mind anything else.
He's 26 supply, 24 supply. The game is over. He cannot believe it. GG.
GG.
And